People don't know what story they're in, and they're not the choices like the Alice in Wonderland paths they're taking. They don't know actually where the road goes. And you should let them know before they pick so that they actually have an informed decision about it.
Well, my argument is you're not actually the majority of people that go into this new thing cease to exist. Essentially, there's a handful of people that would get to have any agency or have any like real life in that system. Like we're just basically submitting ourselves into this thing that eliminates us. We're just cells in the body of their.
Well, that's what they say, how they talk about it. Yeah, neuroblasts. We're just the intermediary. We're the, what do they say? Like on the Petri dishes, like the gelatin that sits there and like lets the bacteria grow on it, like guar or something like that. Like we're just that, the jelly. And the thing is, like, I do feel like yesterday I was looking into a paper on Stigmergy, which is a very unusual term around this global consciousness and the idea of Stigmergy is sort of like swarm intelligence, and that the idea that your actions in an environmental setting leave traces even after you maybe aren't physically present, that signal to other life forms after you how to engage with the environment, like an ant trail. And they also talked about termite mounds, like when there's damage to a termite mound, there's disorganized behavior, and then it gradually becomes more and more organized because they drop piles of dirt and then the piles grow and then they rebuild. And so I sort of feel like when you're saying like, it would be really great if we got more than 1,000 views on these videos, even though I know I'm always like doing 5-hour videos and people are exhausted, but even if it weren't that, like, I think there's some Stigmergy that like people are in their zones and they're with their people doing their thing. And it's very hard to be like sometimes you get ants in your kitchen and you're like with the Windex trying to like mess up the trail, but they like the next day they're back doing the same thing. And so I think there's a tremendous resistance to like get people out of their rut. So maybe you just got to like work with what you've got.